Okay, I'd like to welcome all of you to another one of our MyJoy co-owner meetings. We may actually be changing the name of this starting on Monday. We'll talk about that um, in a moment here because we're going to be expanding so fast. I want to be able to include people in these meetings. They'll be a little less private. They'll be more open. You'll see what I'm talking about when I get into the meat of the discussion today. But anyway, welcome to another one of our MyJoy co-owner meetings. And it is Thursday, May the 14th. And we do these meetings on Mondays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. London time for those people in Europe and African continent, serving them. All right, so we got quite a few of you here. We're glad that you're here. Thank you for being here live with us today. Certainly going to get a benefit for being here live. All right, so today I want you guys to understand the point of today's topic is strategy. Okay. Just so we make a very clear point of that, have everybody unmute and say the word strategy with me. Strategy.
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 That's it. It's all about strategy. So let me go ahead and show you what's going on, and then we can talk about how this is leading into a larger strategy where if as a co-owner, you're really going to benefit from this strategy. Okay. All right. So let me share my screen. All right. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to start at my account. So when you log in, you're gonna log in at my account. So it should look something like this when you log in. And then from here, you want to go to the MoJoy dashboard. Click on that. And that's what this should look like. Okay. It's had quite a few updates and things like that. But what I want to point out right off the bat is growth. Take note that the MoJoy basically began with me opening up on May 9th. Okay. So I opened up my account on May 9th, and pretty much everyone is below my account. So far, we've got 116 affiliates since May 9th. Today's the 14th. If you do the math, that's only 5 days. So 116 people coming in 5 days. That's not bad, right? Yeah,
Not
Right.
bad at all.
more than half
Yep.
of them are active. So, some people haven't figured out that they need to enable themselves, like right here, you got to be enabled. So, we're going to talk about that today. And it also tells you how many directs you have and how many of those are active as well. Active and enabled are kind of synonymous at this point, kind of mean the same thing. Okay. Now, one of the things we did to kind of speed things up is if you click on your affiliate code to copy it, this is what you get. Okay, so affiliate link copy, I'm going to go here. I'm going to place it right here in a new tab. And this is my affiliate code here. And basically you have now more of like a marketing landing page. What do you guys think of that?
That looks good.
Looks
Okay.
pretty good.
And
Yeah,
then,
awesome.
yeah, note that you can go to the profile area here and change it to a light background if you want to.
Set.
Okay, I prefer the light background myself. Just depends on how your eyes work. Mine work with the light better. And so I'm going to read it from the top here and let you kind of help you understand the concept of what we're putting out there. Okay. Very, very strong. It says we're offering $5,557 a month to you. Help us spread joy all over the world. We invite you to complete a simple 24-hour challenge that will set in motion a rapid response globally to use our Joy Coin to purchase digital products and services. The cost to get started is practically zero, yet you can be paid daily to promote this 24-hour challenge. Please watch this 3-minute video. And in that 3-minute video, let me just play parts of it.
What can you do with $1 today? Not much is what most people would say. If that's what you think too, give me 30 seconds to change your mind.
All right.
Let's take that dollar and attach it to a simple. The result is that dollar brings you $5,557 per month of Joy Coin, and 2 people to do the same thing, and you have completed the 24-hour challenge. You get 46 cents from both of your personal referrals, and you can have unlimited referrals. So, day 1, you get a total of 92 cents from these 2 referrals. Day 2, help your referrals to complete successfully, and you get 2 cents on each of their referrals. That's a total of 4 people on your second level. 4 times 2 cents equal 8 cents, plus your 92 cents on your first level, and boom, you got your dollar back. Third level pays 3 cents and fourth level pays 4 cents. So you should start to see the pattern of people you can sign up into 10 short days of every $1 a day, which comes to 5,000.
Okay, so you guys get the idea. That's a 3-minute video. And what that does is it makes it clear to everyone that, we can literally take $1 and stretch it out and make it so that everybody can win and accumulate $5,557 a month from it. Okay. So that's pretty exciting. Okay, that's a pretty low risk opportunity. And then underneath the video, it says, it only costs $1 of Joy to get started. There is a free option available if you don't know how to use digital currencies like Joy. Just click on the perpetual button and you can pay this small amount back later. Okay. Then you want to basically fill it out. Okay. The little form there. And that is our landing page. All right. So I think it's already proven itself to be a very fast growing, low risk, high reward offer. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's already doing it. Okay, it's already happening. So think of this as a co-owner, what this is actually doing for you. As a co-owner, this is positioning you to have more people to talk to because this thing grows so fast. Okay. And of course, you want more people to talk to because you can invite them to be co-owners too. Right. And then of course, we have different offers. We get the $500 offer, the $1,000. We're very excited about those offers. And we want, other people to know that those are available, but we do those privately. Right. But the MoJoy is a system which is basically what some people might call a feeder program. Ken might be knowing what I'm talking about. Very, very low cost. It's fast growing. It's a way to gather people quickly so that you have a bigger audience to talk to. The more people to talk to, the more opportunity you have to make money. Right, Ken?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So let me dig right into it here. Okay, so do notice that you can change your background from light to dark. We'll go back to dark for a minute here. I think that's what most of you are used to looking at. It's very, very important, okay? When a person signs up, they need to make a decision as soon as they've got to this point here where, they have registered and they're on the this page here, okay? The Matrix of Joy page. They either need to top up or they need to click perpetual, okay? So people that already know what they're doing, they already have a MetaMask wallet, and they already know how to use it. They know how to add, they can, add Joy to it. Then they can literally come in and add $1 worth of Joy, okay? Or more, okay? By just topping it up. They just click right here, Joy, You put $1 in if they want to. They could do more if I do 10, for example, you know. And then most people have had success using it with set it up manually. So you'll copy this address and send the amount there. It tells you the amount here that you need. And then that's the address you send it to. So that's the manual process. The top up via wallet works in most cases, you know, but this one, you know, works all the time. So we'd like to see this all working all the time too, but you know, we're in the early stages, so a little bit. I've heard some, especially people with cell phones, have had some trouble with this one here. We're digging into that, but this works for sure. That's how you can top up, and you can top up for just as little as $1. You know, you could do as little as $1 here, and that could set things in motion. Okay. I mean, I would do at least $2. If you're going to do a minimum, I would do 2 minimum, you know, because the price of joy is moving all the time. You can also top up BNB because you can't do any withdrawals until you have enough to cover the transaction fees for the withdrawal. Okay. So put at least $2 of BNB in minimum. Okay. Cover transaction fees. That'd be the ideal. Price of BNB also goes up and down. All right. So that's how you top up. That's for the people that know what they're doing when it comes to these digital currencies. But let's face it. Do most people in the world know how to use digital currencies like Joy?
No.
That's a question. No, they don't, right? So again, today's strategy.
Correct.
We're talking about strategy today. The objective here is we want fast growth. Isn't that what everybody wants in the room here? We all want fast growth, right? Yeah?
Right. Right.
Okay. Well, in order to have fast growth, we have to make it as painless and as easy and as simple as possible and as affordable as it could possibly be, right?
Yep.
But if you're talking to someone that has no experience using digital currencies, then it could actually feel painful to try to educate them first so that they can top up, right? And that could slow us down on our growth. And that's against our strategy of fast growth. We want fast growth, right? So to overcome that, we have come up with a solution, and that's where the perpetual button comes in. Okay. So let me share my screen again. So the alternative to topping up is to click perpetual. Okay. Now, when you click perpetual, you're going to have a choice. Okay. You can agree or not agree. Okay. And it says right here, I'm going to try to make this a little bit bigger. Click I agree button to take advantage of the MoJoy Perpetual Fund. By the way, I started the fund with $3,000 of Joy and also $100 of BNB. This is a short-term loan of Joy and BNB needed to operate daily payments without needing to be fully educated on how to buy and sell cryptocurrencies on the Binance network. You will receive $48 of Joy and $2 of BNB when you click I agree. Later, after you complete the 24-hour challenge, you can get the education on how to buy crypto, and repayment is $50 of USDT. This should speed up your ability to reach the desired monthly income of $5,557. Enjoy. That's what when people look at the offer, okay, we're putting it right out there. Here's our offer. Right at the top here, we're offering them $5,557. We actually repeat it multiple times here. Okay. That's the offer. And in order to make that offer, significant, we want things to happen quickly. Okay. So that's where the 24-hour challenge comes in. Quite literally, you should be able to get to the point where you've built up a team, in about, a week or two, so that you're then set to make monthly over $5,000 a month. Okay. Now, so this should grow quickly based on the fact that they can literally come in without any money out of pocket and just take advantage of a short-term loan. The perpetual fund is lending them the money. But notice the word we use, it's not free money. It's the word we used is perpetual, right? Okay. What makes it perpetual? Repayment. Okay. So if we're lending someone $50 a coin, we want them to pay back $50 for it in USDT, nice and clean, right? That way you don't have to fiddle with trying to figure out different currencies and sending the right amount of each one. Real simple to just do $50 of. So even a brand new person that's just barely learning how to use digital currency is just easier for them to do $50 of USDT, and that actually serves multiple purposes anyway. And so that's going to benefit everybody. Okay, so here's how things should go for a brand new person. They're invited. They get a landing page. They watch the video. Okay. I mean, if you want to be really tidy with this, you get on a Zoom call with them first, and then you send them the landing page, and then you look at it together with them, right? That's being tidy. Although even maybe sloppy, you can just send them the link to the landing page and then take your chances, with them actually going through it and looking at it properly. So I prefer to be tidy. Other people prefer to be sloppy. Both will work. I just think tidy works more often than sloppy. Okay. Again, strategy. A brand new person is invited to get 2 people within their first 24 hours to sign up. What is stopping those 2 people from joining? Is it the money? Is it?
No,
Can't be.
I mean, our offer is large, and the cost to get started is practically zero, so it can't be the money, right? Is it time? Well, with this little 5-minute process to basically get registered and even click a perpetual fund and then you're good to go. That doesn't take a lot of time, so it's not time or money. So the only thing left over is attitude. Okay. And that's what you got to deal with, is just the different attitudes that people have about different things. Some people have attitudes when it comes to digital money or cryptocurrencies. So you just talk to them openly about, hey, it's just the way things are going. This is not a new thing. Bitcoin has basically led the path forward, and we're following in that same path. So, Joy is just another one of the coins out there following after Bitcoin. So digital currency is nothing new. It's just some people, they've heard a lot of different things, blah, blah, blah. But with our offer, it's not, where's the risk? They're really not risking much at all. Okay. So all those concerns that they might have about the space don't exist with our offer. Am I right? The other
Right.
Yeah.
attitude you might run into is like, man, I can't find anybody. Anything that needs me to go get 2 people, I can't do that. Okay, you're gonna run into that, and it's like, look, do you need the $5,000 a month or not? And if you ask them sincerely that question, do you need it or not? And if they answer honestly, most people will say, yeah, I really do need that extra money. It's getting tough without it. And it's like, well, do you have a better way of getting $5,000 a month than what you're looking at right here? Is there something better, an easier way for you to get $5,000 a month? Heck no. I mean, you're not going to get easier than this because everything's more or less automated for you. You just got to get two people to kind of kick it off. Even if you get one person, that's enough for it to, you'll earn even on one person, So then it comes down to this. So that it's like, look, you're going to let just the fact that you're afraid to get two people, you're going to let that fear prevent you from getting that $5,000? Or how would you like a team of cheerleaders cheering you on to go get those two people? Okay. And we'll just support your effort to find them, right? It's probably among the people that you know are the following people that already do networking and they don't have that, they don't share that fear. Perhaps there's people that you know that if you don't talk to them, one of us, somebody here is going to talk to them and they're going to sign up with that person instead of you because you hesitated. They signed up with them instead of you because you were afraid to make a move, right? So when it comes to just getting two people, that's really all we're asking. Get two people. Let it ride after that, Get two people and it can actually turn into a perpetual growth and exponential growth can come out too. Two is a doubling effect. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. It doubles. Okay. And that's the power. And getting it done in your first day, you sign up, and on the same day you sign up, you get two people to sign up. Okay. That's it. So between you taking 5 minutes to sign up and then you finding the time, you're taking the time to go and invite people to sign up that time, and then that time that they take to actually sign up, that's 5 minutes each. Maybe you're going to put an hour into this, a real solid hour of effort on your first day. And then that could turn into $5,000 a month income every month for you, right? That's $60,000 a year, right? So it's a significant offer with really no risk. There's no risk here. Again, all strategy. So a person that, they don't have the right attitude, you have some bullets I just gave them to you to use to help them overcome whatever it is that's holding them up. Okay, it's probably one of those two things. Either they have a bad taste in their mouth because they've heard about, cryptocurrencies and it hasn't been good, or the idea of bringing people together. Okay, it's like, look, the alternative is to go get a business. Show me a business where you can survive in only two customers. Is there another business that only takes two customers to survive on? No. Well, this one you can. Okay. So when it comes to if you want a way to make extra money, you've probably got to go into business. And this is just an opportunity. It's like a simple way of going into business without all the headaches. Okay. Think about all the headaches associated with most businesses. Okay. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So the strategy here is that this should result in fast growth, and almost anybody that we expose it to, we should have the power to kind of convince them to go for it. Let's cheer you on while you take your 24-hour challenge. What we're promoting, we're actually not promoting joy. We're not promoting the joy coin. We're promoting the 24-hour challenge, right? So let's get clear on the strategy. What are we promoting? We're promoting a 24-hour challenge. And when you're clear on that, then it's basically we're looking for a specific achievement. We want someone to sign up two people on their first day. They sign up and they get two people to sign up on their first day, the first 24 hours. If they achieve that, they're well on their way to success. If they fail to achieve that, there's always tomorrow. They can take another go at it, right? So it's not like it's a big deal if the first day didn't work out. They can take another try at it tomorrow or next week or whenever. Okay, they can take another try and just say, okay, I'm dedicating the next 24 hours to get my two people. That could be a week from now. It's okay. But at least they're going and doing that 24-hour challenge with some intent. Okay, and then it tends to kind of grow on its own from there. And especially if you properly support it. Okay. All right. So let me share my screen again. You'll notice over here that you got genealogy. Okay, so we're gonna click on genealogy. All right.
You're not sharing.
You're not sharing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me go back then. Let me share my screen first. Share screen. Okay, now you can see my screen again, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, now pay attention, co-owners, because this is where the gold is. All right. Genealogy. We're going to click on it right here. Okay. The first thing that comes up is basically the list of sponsors above you. And notice that this little airplane is attached to a Telegram account. Okay. Right. So this is me right here. So that would go to my Telegram account right there. Okay. And that's why when you have them fill out their profile, part of the strategy is make sure they have a completed profile. Okay. Let's see here. Help me out, Nick. Where do we complete the profile at? Nick,
Yes, here I am.
where's the
To get
profile?
to get your profile, you have to go to log out, and then you see the register page. But you can also go to account settings
Okay, account settings, where's that at?
on the left hand side in the menu.
Right here. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
there it is.
I think most people are used to this icon, meaning profile, so we might want to make a change there. All right. Account settings, and then you can fill in the information here. Okay. Looks like I could actually add some stuff here myself, right? So we'll need to get that done. All right.
Yeah, on top, click on in the middle. You have Telegram. In the middle of the page.
Middle of the page is Telegram.
Lower. There you have Telegram. Email Telegram. A little bit higher. A little bit higher in that box.
Oh, right here.
You have the
Telegram.
option. Yes.
Telegram. Okay, so at least I've got that. That's why it shows up. Okay, so there you go. Also, other social links, right, are available too. Okay, but Telegram is the main thing we're using to chat with each other. Okay, so that's an important part of the strategy. Get people to turn their Telegram on. Okay, just so they're easy to reach. Okie dokie. All right, so that's found in the account settings area right here. Okay, go back to the Mojoy dashboard. All right, back to genealogy. So this tells you your sponsors. So basically, whoever's above you, I'm kind of at the top here. That's why there's nobody here. But some of you have 5, 6, 7 people, in a row. Those would be your sponsors. Sponsor, the sponsor of your sponsor, and so on. Probably up until you get to, Ace Fletcher here. Okay. All right. The next one here is affiliates. Okay. And it starts from the left here. So it's the left-hand side. See if I can make it smaller. It does go a little smaller, okay. And it doesn't help. I mean, make bigger, okay. All right, you can kind of see how people are lined up here, okay. What's important is it says enabled, right? You see where it says enabled right there? Very important. I want to see who's enabled. These guys are enabled, okay. And the other thing I'm looking for is who has the little airplane. Okay, this one's missing an airplane, that one's missing an airplane. So those could, be encouraged to put their Telegram in here. Okay. Sliding to the right. Okay, we got some people here. We got Erica. So right now it's disabled. Okay. We got right below her, Ken Russo, enabled. Okay. We have airplanes. We've got Ray, he's enabled, airplane. Okay. Lisa, enabled, airplane, good. There's me. All right, then there's Tim Grady, enabled. Salvacion, enabled. Okay, there's a huge team here. Hello, Salvacion. Okay. Big team there. There was also a pretty big team over here underneath Paul. Okay, again, just looking to use the neighbor who's got the airplanes. Okay. We got Greg Leasley. He's disabled, needs to get an airplane on there too. Paul's all good. Got a really nice team going on here. Okay. See that team of Paul? Okay, well done, Paul. Good job, Paul. You there, Paul?
He was here.
All right, well, did a great
Yeah,
job.
he's really tired at the moment.
Okay. All right, so there's that. Okay. So part of the strategy is make sure people are, they're in it to win it. And enabled with an airplane is in it to win it. Okay. All right. So you kind of go through your genealogy looking for that and just encourage people from the top down to, work with their team and contact their people and make sure everybody's got the proper stuff going on here. Okay. Very simple
Ace.
thing to do. Yeah, who would that be?
You can, yes, you can enlarge that area by clicking on the smaller than button on the top of the workspace navigation area. You see in the left column, the menu column on the top. In the menu column on the top, you see that small button.
Right, there's a scroll button here, right?
Yeah, but in the menu, you have on the top, you see workspace navigation.
Okay, let's see here. In the menu over
menu.
here.
Yeah, in the top. On the top of the
Right
menu,
here,
you see workspace.
workspace navigation. Okay, click on
In
that.
the right top of that box, you see a little button. Yes, that is to remove your menu. You click on that.
Oh, so that way you got more room.
Yes, you get more room, so you see more.
That's nice to know. Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's the programmer pointing out, his cleverness in programming this to maximize, the view here. Okay. So there you go. That's how this works, guys. Okay. Now, as this thing is growing, okay, we're gonna have a whole bunch of people that are gonna be coming in that, people are gonna bring in, people are gonna bring in, people are gonna bring in people, and a good chunk of them are not gonna be co-owners like most of you listening to my voice right now. Do you guys see an opportunity there? For
Yes.
example.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what if I wanted to reach out to Renato, right? I'm upline, obviously. He's in my downline. I could just click on the airplane and just say, hey, how's it going? I noticed you haven't got your 2 people yet. Can I help you out? Right? And help you getting your 2 people. I want to just give you some encouragement, cheer you on. Right? That's the beginning of a relationship, isn't it? With somebody that you don't even know. I don't know who Renato is, right? And so that creates an opportunity. Okay. And if you help them be successful getting their 2 people because you're a good cheerleader, then they're gonna like you, aren't they? And what do we always say? People like to do business with people that they know, like, and trust. So they got to know you as you are trying to help them succeed at this Mojoy by getting 2. Okay. And, you can also just kind of fill them out, where they're from, what they do, kind of get to know them as a real human being. And then you also have another offer. You could turn around and say, were you invited to also become a co-owner? I'm one of the co-owners of Joy. Have you been invited to be a co-owner? Has that happened yet? And if they say no, do you see that's an opportunity for you? Right? And take the previous training that we did privately and use that training. You understand? Everybody shake their head like this if you understand. Okay. Are you excited about $500, $1,000, $500, $1,000? Are you excited?
Understand and excited. Joy, joy, joy.
Okay. because you don't know who these people are, but they're going to be joining you like crazy. And some of you are like, I don't know anybody to talk to. How am I gonna share the co-owner opportunity? You know, well, this thing's spawning people quickly. Isn't that what you want as a strategy? Tell me, yes, I'm right. It's what you want. I'm
Yeah.
delivering, right?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
awesome strategy. Yeah,
I am delivering what you want. Okay.
good strategy.
All right. And believe me, I'm dealing with, some limited resources here to make it happen. And I'm still making it happen. Okay. This is going to be just a big feeding ground for all of you co-owners to have plenty of people to talk to all the time about joining us in the circle of co-owners and expanding that circle. And that should just start spawning, more and more opportunity. And SW, some will, some won't, so what, I mean, it's all good. But the good news is that if they can't afford it now, maybe by doing MoJoy later, they can afford to, do something with you. Does that make sense, guys? You understand?
Makes
Yes.
sense.
Okay.
So this is kind of like a
We're recording
means
this,
to an
I
end.
want you guys to be very clear. This is working for
Right.
you on the private side of things that we do. This is going to help you succeed privately, in something that we're free to do publicly. We can do MoJoy all day long. Publicly, that's not going to be an issue at all. Okay. And we can grow that into millions of people. Okay. Very, very quick. Just think I had, what was it, 115? Let me just share my screen again. Just in 5 days. Just kicking this thing off. Okay. 116. I've got 116 people signed up in the first 5 days. A week from now, what do you think that number is going to be a week from now? We're talking exponential numbers here, right? I mean, I'm kind of expecting it to be over 1,000. And maybe a week after that, it could be 5 or 10,000. And a week after that, it could be in the tens of thousands and 20s of thousands. And then it can get into big, crazy numbers to a point where all the co-owners have just more people to talk to than there's actually time for all of us to talk to all the people. There's people coming in fast and furious. And all we gotta do is make sure, especially the bottom of what we're doing here, those people are excited. As long as the bottom of what the structure is excited about bringing in 2 people, right? That's a good thing, right? You just go build some new relationships, go make some new friends. Okay. It's all part of your organization. They're paying you every day. Every time they pay $1, a little piece of that dollar comes to you. And that's good. But we can do better than that. We have a variety of things to offer here. So we want people to be exposed to everything we have to offer. Is the strategy kicking in for you guys? Is it really
Yes.
clear? Right? So
Very clear.
what more do you expect from me as the kind of guy putting it together? You have a job to do too, right? Each of you have got to move coin around. That's your job, right? So my job is to make that process for you moving coin around as easy as possible. And I think we have accomplished that today. Is there anybody in disagreement? We've achieved it. It's done. What more do you want? You have like the perfect situation. Go ahead, Ken.
Okay, so you've covered a lot of information tonight, Ace.
Uh-huh.
What I think is needed is a short video. Earlier in the meeting, you discussed the sign-up process.
Yeah.
The different options. I think we need as short a video as possible, a tutorial on how to sign up and what the options are.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking more like a set of instructions instead of a video, because then that could be easily translated in other languages. My thinking is that too, Ken, and placement for it. I would like to put it right between these boxes here. So we got the bottom of the page here, right? So we have this area here and we got this area here. So right below these two areas and above the ledger, I'd like to put step-by-step instructions on what's expected on your first day. You know, make sure that you do this, 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 and this, like a little checklist, right? And that's kind of what I'm thinking. What do you think, Ken?
Yeah, I think we need that. I'm also wondering if we might have a mission statement, so to speak, because we want to impart the idea of what can be accomplished by acting in concert in this community, what the
I like
long,
that. Yeah,
what
I
our
like the idea of
long-term-
coming up with a mission statement. I'm happy to see if you want to put something together that when we could actually, you know, come together as co-owners and put a finer point on it. You know, so yeah,
As you alluded to, Ace, we're going to be needing a lot of folk that aren't crypto literate, of
Yep.
course. We need to educate them as to exactly what we're doing here and what lies in the future for everyone who participates,
right.
because it's very powerful. In fact, it's hard to believe, but this is one obstacle we have to overcome, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, the idea of spreading joy is kind of a double entendre, you know, it has double meaning, right? So on the one hand, we do want to spread joy in the sense of what most people think when they think the word joy. Okay, they think about that elation, that the feeling of exhilaration, that good feeling, you know, even a spiritual moment, if you will. That we certainly want more people to experience that in the world, right? But in addition to that, joy can also mean abundance, you know, can mean that you can be, prospering financially in an abundant way. We want to spread that, of course. And we can do that through our currency, joy, right? So everything comes together like that. So this is kind of like, you know, a rough idea what a mission statement might sound like. It might kind of cover those points. What do you think, Ken?
Yes, yes.
Okay, something like that. Just put into, you know, a couple of sentences that could be, you know, a mission statement. That'd be great. All right, good suggestion there. So back to strategy. Here's one of the most important keys for this to work, and it's the idea of perpetual. Okay, now technically, it only does take about $2-3 maybe of joy to kick this off, right? Yet, when a person clicks on the button perpetual, they're agreeing to a short-term loan that's $50. Their ability to withdraw is removed until they pay that $50 in USDT. We don't want them to wait 48 days and exhaust the entire amount that was given to them. We don't want that because that's not perpetual. Okay. The perpetual is when a little can move a lot. That's something that's perpetual. Then you got something that can, you know, so basically imagine if by the third day, so they maybe use $3 of that $48. By the third day, they've got the education. They're able to use that education to purchase the USDT, the $50 worth, and actually send that USDT over into the account and pay off their perpetual loan. And then their withdrawal button will reappear. Okay. So in that example, if they used up 3 days, and let's say they got a few cents from a few people that they signed up in those 3 days, you know, that's going to add in there. But they're probably going to be looking at, you know, first of all, we want them to complete the challenge. They want to get the 2 first. That's step 1. But after that, then they should go immediately into getting education. And then within that first 3 days, pay it off. So maybe just using raw numbers would take 48 minus 3 days. That leaves us with $45. Okay. So when they pay off the $50, what they're gonna see is, you know, they used $3 of their perpetual fund, and then they replaced it with basically, um, um, you know, the purchase of the USDT gives them joy that they can withdraw. Okay, so until they pay that perpetual fund back, that short-term loan, they don't have a withdrawal button. But when they do pay it back, they'll have a withdrawal button. And maybe at that time it says they've got $45 of joy. They probably still have $2 of B&B, because the purpose of the B&B is to cover the fees when they do withdrawals, but they have a withdrawal button. So, I mean, they technically have the ability to withdraw up to $45 if they want to, although we discourage people from taking it all out, because that would stop it from, it would disable the account. But if they wanted to, they could, but it'd be better if they didn't. It'd be better if they just let it sit there and let it just accumulate for a while. That's the ideal strategy. Okay, that we can, if everybody followed that, it'd be more gentle on the charts. But when they pay that $50 in USDT, it's $50 more going into the perpetual fund. Like, this thing started with $3,000 of joy, right? In order to expand that to $30,000, $100,000, $1 million, there has to be something that's more than, right? So they use up three of the $50, and that means $47 goes in. Do you see how that perpetuates? The fund should get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's the idea. But if we use the wrong strategy and we encourage people to wait until it pays for itself, we might be waiting 2 or 3 weeks before it accumulates into that $50 amount. Okay, because we're talking pennies, like 2 cents on your second level, and 3 cents on your third level. It takes a while for that to add up. You know what I'm saying? And so the big money comes in when you hit level 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you get to 7 cents, 8 cents, 9 cents, 10 cents per person. And by that time, even maybe hundreds or even thousands of people coming in on those levels. Okay. And so, we don't want people to wait. It's better that they basically see that this is working, and then they go ahead and reach into their pocket, get the $50 done, and then they're good. Now the withdrawal button is turned on, and that's very comforting. Okay. But what it does as a strategy, it makes our perpetual fund bigger. And everybody has a vested interest in us having a perpetual fund, right? This would be more challenging without the perpetual fund. Would you guys agree? So we don't want the perpetual fund to dry up. We want it to expand. And that's why it's important. We really encourage people to immediately, after they get their 2 people, immediately go into education mode, learn how to do cryptocurrency, learn how to get that USDT, and pay the perpetual fund off immediately. Okay. That's what we want to duplicate. We don't want to wait and drag that out. Okay. So we got to get our messaging straight. Okay. It's all part of the strategy. Anybody complaining about that? Anybody disagree about that? Or anybody have a problem with that? Because it's a key point, right? The alternative is that the perpetual fund will dry up and it won't be available until it reignites. I don't want it to go like that. I don't want it to go dry and then on and off. I just want it to be ongoing. So I need your support for it to be ongoing. Fair enough, guys? And that means teach your teams properly the proper strategy. Okay? I'm meeting is all about strategy. We're putting this out there on my YouTube channel so you guys can review this over and over again if needed. But the strategy is get that fund funded and expanding and expanding and expanding. And then it just open up all the doors for us to be, really strong in the future. I really like to put more of my attention on adding, some big players in the digital creation space on our marketplace, but I need the co-owners to be happy. So I'm starting with you guys. I want you to be happy. Then I go make some other people happy. Okay? My priorities are right. I'm putting you first. Okay? Then I'll come in, as soon as I see this is working smoothly and we're all in agreement and we're doing the right thing, then I'll go and I'll start reaching out to big players that create digital products and services and bring them in. And they'll be equally excited about what we're doing here, and we'll all be spreading joy together. So my final thing I want to talk about is renaming the meeting. And I'd like to rename the meeting Spreading Joy Zoom. So Spreading Joy Zoom meetings that we do on Mondays and Thursdays and on Tuesdays for London time. Okay. What do you guys think about that?
That
Like it.
sounds fine.
Sounds pretty good.
And then we are more public at that point because we're talking about code, MoJoy. We're talking about Joy, MoJoy, MyJoy, Marketplace. Those things are all, very public. No problem talking about any of those things in the public. Okay. We're all good there. And the point of what we're doing is we're spreading joy. And that's my final thought.
And that's a good thought. That's a good
Uh,
final thought.
Okay. Thank you very much,
The
Joe.
joy. Read the
Joy,
joy.
joy. Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, that's it. So any questions? Was today a good learning for you all?
Yes, thanks, Ace.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ace.
amigo. Gracias.
You're welcome. I want you guys to be uber successful. I like to see it piling up on $500 and $1,000 like crazy. I like to be, flowing in like a tornado, came in with a bunch of $500 and $1,000 into your life, and just whipped it into your bedroom or wherever you're going to keep that money, So, and it's possible if you do your part. You've got to talk to people. Now you'll have plenty of people to talk to. There's not going to be a shortage of people to talk to from now on, right, guys?
Right.
Yeah.
I
So,
think Lindsay had a question.
Lindsay, you got a question, buddy?
I was just asking Jay before, with that toggle switch, we're able to toggle it before we top up, or do we have to top up first and then toggle?
Sorry.
With the enable switch.
With the enable switch.
What about it?
So it's best to top up first and then toggle?
Yeah, no,
It's already
yeah,
saying
I
yes,
would
yeah.
say, yeah, that would be correct. You either want to top up or you want to perpetuate one or the other and then enable.
Oh, right, yeah, okay, makes
Perfect.
sense.
Okay.
And the difference being either you're
I've been-
familiar
I've
with
been holding on.
cryptocurrency or you're not. So people that are familiar, they should do the top up. Yeah, they don't have to put $50 in. They can just do $3 if they want to.
Right,
But people that are not, then we have a perpetual fund and we want it to perpetuate. That's why it's 50, We want it to perpetuate something that expands, 15 to 1. Think about it. $3 out of 50. Well, there's 3 sets of those. So there's 15 per person, right? Per dollar there. So that's like 15 times. So we should actually see the fund, growing exponentially by 15 times, and that would be a good thing so that we can so we can support. If 1 million people want to join this, in the month of May, they could, no problem. And click on that button, the perpetual button. Okay. And then click enable after that. And that's it. All right, Hunter, our leader, Hunter.
sorry, Ace, sorry, I beg your pardon. Sorry, Hunter, I didn't realize you're there waiting with your hand up.
Go ahead, Lindsay. Go ahead. Did I answer your question?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Actually, I was just going to ask something else as well.
What is that?
I've forgotten what it was now. Give me a moment. I might have to let Hunter go first, then I'll come
All
back
right, think
in.
about it. Okay, Hunter, what's on your mind?
Man, don't you just say it when that happens?
Me too. I do.
Alrighty. So, folks, just a bit of a shameless plug here. Next Tuesday, I am going to be starting a bit of a crypto code series, going over some of the basics of how to get started with MetaMask, do swaps, things of that nature. So that way we also have some videos so that you could also send your prospects to help out in as far as getting them trained and whatnot. So that definitely comes to that. If you're available, he'll be at 9:30 p.m. Tuesday, New York time.
On Tuesday? Okay, very good.
Yes.
All right, excellent. So it'd be 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Tuesday for another Crypto Cove and deep dive on hopefully we can talk more about buying crypto because that's what these new people need. How do you buy crypto? I think Paul Thompson's got an interesting alternative. Just a little sideline. You can buy crypto by buying a card now, right? By buying a Visa MasterCard.
Sorry, yeah. We're not quite there yet.
No, not yet.
Within
Okay.
a week or two, it will be a full onboarding and offboarding capability. Right now, you can load the card up with crypto with stable coins.
Oh, so you have to have the crypto first, then you load it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
but
want to find the simplest, easiest way to buy crypto because and the banks and the exchanges are, they're putting like 7-day delays on stuff right now. It's crazy, So if anybody's got a great way to buy quickly, maybe the MoonPay thing on the MetaMask wallet is the fastest way. I don't know, But if there's a faster way, that'd be great if you guys come up with something.
Hey,
Okay, back to
Paulie, sorry, Paulie, you didn't catch it before, but Ace was congratulating you on the great efforts with your team.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll
Yeah,
He's
you are. I can
definitely-
see you.
while I was acknowledging you there.
Yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning over there where Paulie is, so he's struggling at the moment. But I just wanted Paulie to know that Ace congratulated you, mate.
Thank you. I'll enjoy
What,
that.
Paul Thompson sleeps? Come on. No, he doesn't do that, does he?
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 hours a day.
All right. And then Maria Davidson, go ahead.
Hi, maybe I missed this. When somebody fills out our landing page we have and they click on create account,
Yes.
where can I see that? How can I see the leads coming in?
Great question. Let me share my screen. All right. So basically, it'll tell you the number of your people coming in right here. Okay. So if you want to know your direct, how many direct, like mine says I've got 6 and 4 of them have their enable button turned on. So that means, 4 of the 6 are enabled. Okay. But you can also click on genealogy and then click on affiliates. And then boom, you've got their information here. Oops, sorry. Back here. And back to affiliates.
So that goes there instantly, right? You can see it right away if somebody's signed up.
It comes in immediately, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, this landing page is very, very good.
Yeah, that landing page makes it really easy now, right?
Yeah, makes it very easy to market. Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Tim's got
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Tim/Salvacion has a pretty good team going on here, Mostly probably in the Philippines, right there. Good job, Salvacion, if you're here. And Tim, way to go. Okay. So, Tim, you got your people here. You got Maria Davidson there. Okay. And you got Salvacion, and you also got Irvin Williams. Okay. Good job. Let's make sure everyone's got an airplane so we can chat with them through the Telegram. Okay. So that's that. And you still got your hand up, Lindsay. Do you have one more thing to say?
Oh yeah, I was just going to ask you. Paulie actually got me in about a week or so ago, but I've been waiting to get my 2 before I enable. I remember now. Dad's got Kenny and I've got Joe under me, but and I've been actually waiting to get one more person. But I realise now that it's actually within a 24-hour period, and it doesn't matter if you only have one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So and let me tell you something. What happens if you don't enable, right? We use compression on this. So
Right, I've realized.
basically the
Gotcha.
commissions go to your upline that is enabled. So if you're disabled and you
Which
got
is fully
below you
yeah,
that are
that's right.
enabled, when they make their payment, the payment that would rightly go to you isn't going to go upline to the person that is enabled. So it's something you want to
Who's
turn
poorly in
immediately.
my case. Yeah, right, gotcha. I'm happy though for Paulie to get it from Joe and Kenny for the time being, not forever. I'll have to go and
what's great
enable.
about what's great about the Mojoy is that the payments are automated, right? So you don't have to go in there every day and make a payment. You guys like that feature
Right.
where you just top it up and then let it ride?
Yeah,
And-
that's perfect.
right? So it's not the daily activity isn't about making payments. We've done that before, and some people are okay with that, but other people are like, can't we automate this? Well, in this case, we did. So it's automated.
And when does that happen, eh? At what time? What time does the automation for that
Basically,
transaction take
you
place?
start the time when you make your first payment. So it's like 24 hours from your first payment.
Right. Okay.
Okay, I guess
Okay.
Nick wants to add something. He's our programmer on this. I apologize. Got a little bit of the flu, people. Hang on, I'll just turn my camera off. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, the reason that we did disable and enable is that the best is to have more than $1 in your account, in your balance, because then the process of distribution will go better. Because at the moment of distribution, if you have just a little bit less than $1, it will not distribute your daily account for that moment. So the best is to have 200%, so have $2 minimum in your balance. And that is why then the box becomes green. If it is below the $2, it becomes orange. So to say that you have to top up a little bit more to have some spare.
Yeah, and remember, if you have two and they each have two and everybody's enabled, then that you're basically spending $1 and getting $1 because you got 46 cents plus 46 cents, that's 92 cents. And then you've got 2 cents, 2 cents, 2 cents, 2 cents, that's 8 cents. So 92 cents plus 8 cents, that works out to be $1. So just getting your first two levels done, the challenge is done on the first two levels is, covers the dollar, and then it just perpetuates after that on level 3 going forward. You got something that's expanding, okay? And but having at least $2 in there is smart. Put more in there. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have a chunk in there because if you have a withdrawal button, you can always take it out when you want to. So it's just a place you can store it. All right, Joe, how's it going, Joe? Get your hand up.
See, I was just on my Joy Market site, and I'm trying to find the promotion that you showed a while back.
Okay, let me
about
guide you. Let
the
me share my
program.
screen. I'm going to show you from the start.
Okay, yep,
All right, so let's say
yeah, okay,
let's say that you log in and it looks something like this. Okay. And then in this menu on the left right here, I'm on my account here. Okay, that's where I'm at. So I'm going to
Okay.
click on Mojoy right here in the Mojoy dashboard.
yep,
Okay, I'm going to click on it. And then if I want to see the video, the video it completely played here. You can download the video right there,
okay,
Okay. But this is where you get here is, there. And then what you want to do is click on affiliate code and copy your link.
okay,
And then when you pass that to the next person, okay, when they open it up, this is what it looks like. It recognizes that you are their sponsor.
well,
right?
perfect, okay, I couldn't figure that out.
So like
All right, that's great.
This is my
Yep.
sponsor code right here, right?
Yep.
There. So it recognizes who the sponsor is. So when they sign up, it knows that you're the sponsor. Okay.
Perfect, yep,
And then they can
Okay.
create the account by filling everything in. All the red stars are
Okay.
required, So, it's really just the first name, last name, phone number, select country. It already puts in the time zone for you. And then put your email in and put password.
Joe's and these payments at the moment will be going up to
Yeah.
Paulie.
And if they could put their Telegram handle in too, that's helpful. They could do it right there. But it's not that doesn't have a star on it, but the email does. So the Telegram doesn't. But that's the form. And if they want a light background, just tell them to change it to light. They can click on the little profile guy here, you know, and click on light. They can look at it like that.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Awesome stuff.
We started with functionality. Now we're moving things into the marketing side, you know, getting things to look good marketing wise. Something very duplicatable.
Yeah.
I think we have it now. I think what we got now is pretty duplicatable. And as long as there's enough cheerleading going on, and that we'll just wrap up with this one thing, cheerleading matters. Okay. So set up, as soon as you sign up somebody, set up a group chat if you're not already in one, okay, on Telegram, where you include that new referral that you just signed up and yourself, and then get some of your upline in that group chat as well, and just start talking nice about the person that's taking the challenge and cheerlead them. Right? It makes them feel good about the whole 20. It makes them take it more serious, right?
Yep.
And then, if there's all these different groups that doing that, that's great. But it also gives you a chance to kind of, become known to your ongoing growing downline. As these groups get bigger and bigger, these little Telegram groups, and then that just gives you the opportunity to reach out individually to them to share privately our co-owner offer, and go from there. That makes sense, everyone?
Yeah, it's kind of like a Trojan horse.
A Trojan horse?
Yeah.
Well, that's a negative way of putting it, but yeah.
I know.
I would see it more of like a feeder program. It's like, okay, let's get you started on something easy, and then we'll talk about something that's less than easy. You know what I'm saying? But that's big. Right? So it's a feeder program because it's only $1 a day, but it works out to be $30 a month. But it should be paying for itself within 1, 2, or 3 days. So it's not $1 a day out of your pocket, right? It's just $1 a day until you get those 6 people, and then it's paying for itself, But yeah, it's a fantastic setup, right? So that even if you have one leg and it goes down 10 levels, if you got 46 cents plus 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, all the way down to 10 cents, that adds up to $1. So even if you had just one straight leg, that's another way to get to $1. That would take 10 people, So between 6 to 10 people, it'll pay for itself. So it's not $30 out of your pocket. It's just, but it is generating $30 of movement, per account.
And so as the product for Mojo really is all the various things that we can feed people into.
Right. It's actually stated here in the offer. So let's go back to the offer and take a look at it. Because what is the product, right? Well, right here, probably in a single sentence, we invite you, okay? So we invite you to complete a simple 24-hour challenge that will set in motion a rapid response globally. Okay? For what? To use our Joycoin. So Joycoin really is the product, and Joycoin has a purpose. Joycoin to purchase digital products and services from us in our MyJoy marketplace.
Right.
So there you go. Product/service. That's our deal. It's all good. Yep. It stands. It holds water. Okay. I was sharing my screen, right? I showed that to you.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so I think we're good. I think we can wrap it up here. It was a good meeting. Thank you all for coming. And we'll be back again for our very first Spreading Joy Zoom on Monday. How's that sound, guys?
Great.
And we'll let Mr. Gildas do whatever he wants on the rest of the week. Well, he can call it what he wants to, but starting Monday, everything It's going to be, we're going to refer to our activities, our public activities as Spreading Joy Zoom, right? So we'll get new media for that and go from there. That's what we want to do. We want to spread joy. And what a great thing to do right now, right? Spread joy.
Yeah, okay.
So let's spread lots of
Yeah.
joy all over the world. And with that, how about
Joy,
everybody
joy,
just
joy.
unmute and joyfully just say goodbye for now and see you later.
Joy, joy, joy.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
everyone.
Joy, amigos.
Bye.
Mucho, mucho joy.
Bye.
See
See
you
you.
from Las Vegas.
everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.